I love this tracking feature. Can't get enough. Hey guys, this is Tom. I was able to get my hands on the recently released Insta360 Luna Ultra. And let's just get straight to the chase. I'm going to compare it directly to the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. Now, why am I comparing it to the 3? It is because this is the only cameras I have. I'm not sponsored. I bought this with my own money. Not to mention, DJI is banned from selling the upcoming Pocket 4 and the 4P in the United States. So I can't even get my hands on one anyway if I wanted to, unless I travel to Canada and bring it back. But I'm not going to do that. So I'm just going to directly compare these two just to see if how they look against each other, and hopefully it'll help you decide whether you want to upgrade from the Pocket 3. I did love this camera. I mean, this was my go-to for vlogging. I took it to all of my Comic Cons, even though I didn't upload anything because it's just all in storage right now and I don't have time. But I use this quite a bit. And when I saw that the Insta360 Luna Ultra was coming out, I just had to get my hands on it. So let's cut straight to the chase. Finally, I need to mention that these comparisons between these two cameras are strictly straight out of the box automatic settings. You know, as if it's run and gun and a child was using it and all they know how to do was turn on the camera and press record. So that's how I'm comparing these two cameras. Also, the audio here is from the in-camera microphones, just so you know how it is. I do have the new Insta360 Mic Pro or whatever it is. I'm not using it for this comparison's sake. This is the most basic comparison. You can adjust the more advanced settings if you want to, but this is a very surface level comparison. Okay, here's a quick size comparison. You have the Osmo Pocket on the left, you have the Luna Ultra on the right. The Luna Ultra on the right is significantly bigger and heavier. It is definitely a solid piece of hardware. So my fear is that just like with DSLR cameras and mirrorless cameras, each generation seems to be getting a little bit bigger, and it's no longer pocketable. Maybe it was never meant to be pocketable, but I do love the small form factor of the Pocket 3. Now, comparing the protective covers on the Pocket 3, it came with this little cover, and it was just so poorly designed and poorly received by many users. I mean, it only covers half of the camera, and you have to put it in very, very carefully not to wreck the screen. There was some speculation that the way you put this in, I have to be careful now, it gripped the screen too hard, and some people thought it might have wrecked the turning mechanism of the screen. See, it's very tight. See, I don't even want to take it out. Anyway, it's very poorly designed. So poorly designed, I had to buy this from AliExpress. Much better. It protects both the screen and the gimbal head. And let me show you what that looks like. And I'll show you. All you gotta do, this protects both the screen and the gimbal head. Just like that. Just clip it on. The Luna Ultra comes with this really nice included protective case. So simple, so protective, easy to use. You just kind of slip it in like so. Just like that. And you just flip it. Slip it in your pocket, your jacket, ready to go. And if you just want to take it out, it's just a press of a button. Ready to go. All right, I am testing the wireless range. Hang on a second. Testing the wireless range of the detachable front display here. So I am taking it off right now. Switch to touchscreen audio reception. Switch it. Sure. Okay, so I'm going to back away. Okay, so I'm going to back away slowly. I'm using the onboard microphone on top of the detachable screen just to see at which point I lose signal. That's my dog. Backing away, backing away. It's still tracking me. I can see the box around my head. This is a direct line of sight, no interference. Backing away. I'm probably about 20 feet right now. Still backing away. Still backing away. Pretty cool, pretty cool. It's still tracking me. I'm going to move around a bit over here. See if it's still tracking me there. Looks like it is. Signal seems to be very strong. Whoops. I accidentally track myself again. Yep. Accidentally turned off tracking for a moment. Backing away, backing away. I'm probably about 50 to 60 feet away. Pretty good. I'm going to zoom in on myself remotely here. I'm at 6x right now. Let's leave it at 6x for now. This is supposed to be lossless still. And it's still tracking me. Even at 6x zoom wirelessly with a detachable front display and the microphone built in, I'm still using this. I'm still getting a signal. This is pretty amazing. It's probably about 90 feet right now, I'm guessing, estimating. Gonna walk around a little bit. Turn around. This is a very impressive, remarkable performance. Looks like it's still tracking me. Well, I'm definitely over 90 feet. It's pretty insane. Now I'm getting the weak signal recording. Weak signal recording is unaffected, so you should not see any glitch in the recording itself in the video, but as far as the display is concerned, I am getting a little choppiness, and it's still picking up my audio. And I mean, this is still really impressive. 6 times zoom. I would estimate I am about 100 feet away. Probably about 100 feet away, I'm estimating. 90 to 100 feet. Still getting a signal. The warning sign turned off, so I'm just going to try to back up a little more. I'm definitely well over 100 feet at this point. I wonder if it's because I kind of turned at an angle. Turned to the side. Bun me! Bun me! My dog's trying to get out. Bun me! Come here, come here, come here! Come here, come here, come here! Turning my back, so I'm kind of partially blocking the direct line of sight. I'm still getting a signal. This is pretty insane. This is well over 100 feet. I mean, this is probably 120 feet. What if I zoom in some more? Can I zoom in from here? Oh my gosh. This is the 12 times digital zoom, but it's still tracking me. It's got the box around my head. I'm going to go to the edge of this little hockey rink here, and this will be my limit. I'm still getting a signal. This is insane. Still getting a signal. I'm at my absolute limit unless I climb over this hockey rink. And wow, very impressive. I did temporarily lose a signal when I was technically closer, but I think I had my body turned at an odd angle, and maybe that's why. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to start walking back towards the camera again. Let's go back to 6 times, and I'm going to go back to 3 times, which is technically the second camera, still optical. It should be pretty smooth sailing from here, walking back, of course, as I get closer to the Luna. But yes, this is an absolute wonderful performance. Game changing. Absolutely game changing. I'm going to zigzag a little bit to kind of demo the tracking. Game changing. This is awesome. I love this thing. DJI cannot answer back with this generation. They just simply can't. Not with this hardware. Again, just to give you an idea of how far I had been walking, I assume I went out of frame, but yes, I went all the way to the edge of the hockey rink. Okay, I'm going to try this again. I detached the touch screen. And this is a little more of a scenic thing. I'm going to do another test. Backing up. I'm using active track. Signal is great. Still using the onboard mic. And keep walking backwards. Walk back until I lose a signal. It's still tracking me. I'm on the default wide-angle camera lens. I can still see that it's tracking me. Right now I'm good 90 feet. I would estimate about 90 feet away. My standard of measurement is just my eyeballs. I used to play baseball, and between bases it's 90 feet. So I'm estimating that this is between first base and second base and so on. This is where I'm at. 90 feet. Pretty good. I'm going to zoom in. Zoom in on myself. We're at 4.2x. Let me adjust the framing here. This is 6x lossless. I lost the deep tracking, that's why I had to reframe. I'm deep tracking again now. And with some foliage and nice sunlight in the background, we should have some nice background blur as I walk closer to the camera. See if we can get that cinematic look. I'm on 30 frames per second, so it's not going to be quite cinematic. But yeah, I'm just walking around. And it's tracking me. Should be tracking me just fine. Seem to be stuck on the... Nope, I'm centered. Super cool. Told you this deep tracking thing is awesome. So speaking of deep tracking, I recently took this Luna Ultra to the Mall of America to watch a grip competition. And I was able to use deep tracking in there, test it out, and it worked amazingly. I mean, I was, locked on competitors, and then there was other competitors and people walking right in front, crossing in front of the view, and it's still intelligently locked on to the competitor that I double tapped. You can see here. So check it out for yourself. Okay, I'm just doing a normal walking test here. Vlog style, everything is on auto right out of the box. Both the Pocket 3. I will have the Pocket 3 on the left, and the Luna Ultra on the right, and you can kind of compare out of the box settings. This is not log shooting, this is standard color, no exposure compensation, just the way it is. 4K 30p. I'm just kind of holding the cameras out normally in front of me. My arm isn't straight, so you kind of get an idea of angle of view. And what do you think? I think to me the colors are a little more vibrant and punchier on the Luna, but not necessarily the most natural looking. Pocket more natural looking, so that's more of a preference thing. And I am tracking my face since I am shooting vlog style. So shooting right out of the box, normal style, Pocket 3 on the left, Luna Ultra on the right, everything default 4K 30, built-in microphone as before, but now I'm just kind of walking around. Let me see, lower. Interesting how both were just kind of by default raised up a little bit. Okay, I've leveled it out a little bit more so you can kind of get a more natural point of view as I'm just walking around my local park hockey rink here. You may see my two dogs pop up here and there. There's one, that's Bunbow, holding the ball. And you can kind of get an idea of the stabilization. I'm not doing any type of careful ninja walking. I'm walking normally. So you can judge and see how the gimbal stabilization is. The up and down movement, I know that's kind of a big deal with people doing walking videos. Is the Luna Ultra any better in that regard? Harder for me to tell as I'm walking and looking at the small display screen on the backs of these cameras. Can get a better idea when I look at my computer. Yep. Okay guys, this is a out of the box auto settings dynamic range test. It is a very bright sunny day. My back is to the sun. So how's it doing? With my face and with the sky in the background, you be the judge. Got the Pocket on the left and the Luna Ultra on the right. 4K 30. Okay, walking, normal walking vlog. A little bit different scene than the other clip, just to have a little variety. I'm just holding normal right in front of me. How does it look with this image stabilization, the details, 4K 30. I've also been noticing that during these tests that the Luna Ultra's rear screen is a little bit brighter, easier to see in bright daylight than the Pocket 3, even though they're roughly the same size. Just a little bit brighter. I don't know how well you can tell here. It's definitely noticeable in real life. This is nighttime, and this is standard mode, both of them. Pocket 3 on the left, Luna Ultra on the right. I'm in vlog style, of course, with face tracking enabled on the Pocket and deep tracking enabled on the Luna Ultra. 4K 30 frames per second, again, default settings. What do you think? I turn the camera around. This is just normal walking at night in my neighborhood. Default settings, again, Pocket 3 on the left, Luna Ultra on the right. What do you think? This should be standard non-low light mode, at least on the Pocket 3, although I got a notification on the Ultra saying that it kind of did some enhancement due to the low light. So I don't know if it's automatically triggered in pure video, but this is literally just pressing record. This has got to be pure video enabled. Almost no light in my neighborhood other than the small lights turned on at the houses in front of me. This is low light enabled on the Pocket 3 on the left, and pure video enabled in the settings on the Luna Ultra on the right. I'm just walking normally, not doing a ninja walk. Everything is default settings otherwise. 4K 30. Audio is built-in mics. But we are approaching a street lamp, so now it will get brighter. Okay, I've turned the cameras around vlogging style. We are entering the darkest part of my neighborhood again. Low light mode enabled on the Pocket 3 on the left. Everything else default settings. On the right, on the Luna Ultra, I have enabled the pure video low light mode. Interestingly enough, the Pocket 3 will not allow me to do active face tracking under low light video mode, whereas the Luna Ultra will still allow me to do deep tracking on my face while in pure video mode. So again, we're in the darkest part of my neighborhood. What do you think about this? Seeing as how I moonlight as a photographer, I was really interested in the stills capabilities of the Luna Ultra. And it would be nice to have one device that could do amazing high quality video and do pretty good stills in a pinch. I know that the Osmo Pocket 3 has a 9 megapixel stills camera, so I'm comparing that to the 9 megapixel stills of the Luna Ultra. But the Luna Ultra also has a 37 megapixel mode, I think. And I'm assuming it does what Sony does when it takes a bunch of multiple pictures at once and it just kind of stacks them to create a high resolution image. It looks good. I mean, it genuinely has more detail. I heard someone on Reddit think that it's just AI created, but as you can see here, it is real detail, and you can do raw files too. The only issue I have with that 37 megapixel mode is that it takes a few seconds to process after you click the button to take the photo. So this is definitely not a speed or sports shooter if you want to take a bunch of bursts. Okay, so one little niggle I have with the Pocket 3 is if I'm trying to operate this one-handed, like say I'm controlling the joystick, ergonomically it's not very comfortable because my last two fingers just kind of dangle off the bottom, and it's very lopsided weight-wise, hanging off my index finger. So it just feels awkward. Now you can remedy that by putting on this little included extender here, although it's not quite easy to clip on as it is with the Pocket. And it extends the handle a little bit, and it makes it much easier to operate one-handed. It's got the quarter thread for tripod use. It's got the USB-C port, so it's useful. The problem is, and it gives it even more size than, it makes it a little longer and bigger than it already was. And speaking of the handle extension, they kind of built in this somewhat clever These little tripod legs, I mean, they're kind of chintzy. They're like metal paper clips, to be honest with you. A little chintzy, but you know what? In a pinch, it comes in handy. Finally, I have one last comment, and that's regarding the marketing campaign leading up to these releases. I mean, literally for months, DJI and Insta360, you guys are both responsible, okay? I'm chewing both of you guys out. This slow drip of controlled creator influencer leaks, these NDAs and stuff like that. At best, it's annoying. At worst, it's infuriating and frustrating and turns off your customers. That's the last thing you want to do as a company, is just turning off your customers, because they will look somewhere else. Okay? Don't do this. Just get the camera ready, drop it, okay? Just release it and just be confident in your product. Don't play this stupid game of chicken. Everybody hates it. You guys need to be more self-aware of that. Whoever's running your marketing campaigns needs to be fired. Sorry. People are already anxious. They want to get an upgrade. They want to get a new gimbal camera. And, you know, the specs are amazing on this thing. The hardware is great. And DJI kind of dropped the ball by playing chicken. You know, they did some kind of like Cannes Film Festival like announcement as if they're going to announce it. And it's like nothing. It was nothing. They didn't say anything. I think they might have said 17 stops of dynamic range. We're going to have to wait and see if that's the case. And, you know, Insta360, I think, was kind of lucky that they kind of came out first, because everyone's going to jump on it because, you know, it's available. Now DJI is freaking out and they're suing Insta360 because they dropped the ball. And now they're probably frantically coming up with ways to add tricks in firmware because Insta360 beat them to the punch this generation. Sorry, DJI. I love DJI products. I've had a few DJI products. I've had drones, and then I had the Pocket 3. But yes, really, just learn to read the room, guys. You know, don't draw out this thing over weeks and weeks and weeks of chicken and trying to slow influencer leaks and, oh, I can only say, you know, and the thing is, like, people hate when influencers do that too. So I know it's not the influencer's fault because, you know, I mean, who doesn't want like an advanced preview of the camera and maybe some money too? But you know, just read the room. Don't do that. Just next time, just don't do that. Just cut it out. It's dumb. It's dumb. But who am I? I'm nobody. Who am I? Who cares, right?